The Baron had 4 apprentices. They all had special powers. One day the king summoned the Baron and showed him his prized red wine. The Baron tasted it and said the best wine in the world comes from France. But France was over 2,000 kilometers away from Turkey. The king got furious when he heard this. He ordered the Baron to bring back French wine within an hour or he'd lose his head. The Baron agreed. Then he went to the window and called for one of his apprentices, Tom. Tom was the fastest runner. The Baron wrote a letter for Tom to take the wine to France. Tom took off his heavy ankle chains and started to gather speed. His steps got faster and faster, and soon the floor beneath him was cracking. A strong gust of wind blew and Tom shot out like a bullet. The king looked out the window and saw Tom already thousands of meters away. The Baron felt confident that Tom would succeed. Meanwhile, the king flipped over the hourglass to start the countdown. As time passed, Tom still hadn't returned. The king called for the executioner and marked the spot on the Baron's neck where the blade would fall. The Baron, terrified, quickly called for his white horse. He rode off to find the other 3 apprentices to see if Tom was back. The first one he found was Jack, who had huge ears and could hear sounds from miles away. Jack knelt down and listened carefully. He could hear Tom snoring. It turned out Tom had fallen asleep. Next, the Baron found Mike, the strongest one. Mike threw Jason up against the castle wall. Jason quickly looked through his eyes and saw Tom. He pulled out a sniper rifle and shot an apple off a tree. The falling apple hit Tom on the head and woke him up. Tom suddenly remembered he still had to bring the wine to the king. He took off running back as fast as he could